So welcome to all of you in video based training. In my previous video, I have explained to you about the virtual LAN concept. What is the use of virtual concept? Why we use the virtual LAN? So in this video, I'm going to explain some more about the virtual LAN, different switch port modes, creating different VLANs on the different switch, and about the frame tagging. So let's come on the topology here. It's very small, huh? Okay. So in this video, I'm going to take two VLANs. One is the VLAN 10, names marketing, and one is the VLAN 20, name sales. So again, I'm revising the prime purpose of the VLAN. First is to break the broadcast domain on a flat network. So basically, these flat networks or a plain switching network is to break the broadcast domain at layer 2. When we ideally design the VLAN concept for the more efficient designing, always like if you know about the IP addressing, there are different networks. So all the concept of VLSM and subnetting, the prime purpose there to doing the subnetting and VLSM is also to break the broadcast domain at layer 3. Correct? So right now I'm not going to use the subnetting concept. I'm going to use the different IP3 like 10.0.0.0/24 for the VLAN 10 and here 20.0.0.0/24. So I think in my last video it is clear to you the VLAN means to break the broadcast domain. Okay, let's see on this PC. Just minimize it. Okay, I'm going to configure 10 IP series 10.0.0.1 10.0.0.1. Okay, just take 2 IP here because in my next practical we need to do some more. So okay, I'm just first tag it. On this machine I'm going to configure 10.0.0.2 IP in VLAN 10 naming marketing. Okay, on this machine I will configure 10.0.0.3 again means VLAN 10 name marketing. I'm going to these two machines, and this machine I'm going to configure on 20.0.0.2 name VLAN 20 name sales. In this machine also I'm going to configure on 20.0.0.3 VLAN 20 name sales. Okay, so let's start practical. First configure the IP on the machine. I have configured the IP 10.2 on this machine. I will configure 10.3 on this machine. .0.0.2 20.0.0.3 on, sorry, I'm done one mistake. This is /24. So 255.255.255.0. Check. Yeah, let me check it. 255.255.0. Here also I will edit 255.255.0. 192.168.255.255.0. Okay, so done. Now you can check. I don't do any configuration on any switch. Enable show VLAN. You can see all the ports are coming under VLAN 1 here. I don't do any configuration on any switch. Here also we can verify show VLAN. Okay, so you can see there are some one default VLAN. As I have explained you, all the ports are coming under same VLAN, and this port cannot be renamed. This port is known as default VLAN, administrative VLAN, management VLAN, or native VLAN also. So I will explain you about all the VLANs, management VLAN. I will explain you also that we can change that, but by default all are the same, either native, either management, or everything. So now configure that. We need to create configure terminal, same command VLAN 10, name, I think 10 is for the marketing, 10 for the marketing, and exit, and VLAN 20 for name sales. So VLAN has been created. Show VLAN. VLAN has been created. Now F0/2 port is I want to configure for the marketing section. So I will go fast Ethernet, interface, fast Ethernet 0/2. Verify once again. Here 0/2. Switch port mode access. Okay. Switch port access VLAN 10. Exit. Go to fast Ethernet. This is connected on 0/3. So interface fast Ethernet 0/3. Switch port access VLAN 20. Done. Show VLAN. Now we can verify 3 ports belong to VLAN 20 and 10 ports belong to VLAN, 0/2 belong to VLAN 10. Same thing I need to repeat on this switch also. I need to create the VLAN and then VLAN. You can verify here, show VLAN. I have already shown you all the ports are coming under default VLAN and there is no VLAN else. Go to configure terminal, VLAN 10, name MKT, exit, VLAN 20, name sales, exit, and need to assign these 2 ports in particular. Here also 2 ports I will configure with the 10 VLAN and 3 ports I will configure with the 20 VLAN. Interface fast Ethernet 0/2. Switch port access VLAN 10. Exit. Interface fast Ethernet 0/3. Switch port access VLAN 20. I think done. Show VLAN. Got it. So I think now this machine should ping. These are on the same IPs and in the same VLAN. So should ping or not? Let's check it. Ping 10.0.0.8. Not pinging. Why? Why not pinging? Because now come back to the slide. This is the reason. Access mode, trunk mode and dynamic mode. Your switch port can work in the three mode: access mode, trunk mode and dynamic mode. Let's verify that also. If I go to the show running, look here, it has been configured in the access mode and nothing is configured on the one. If I show MAC address table, you can see here port type is dynamic. So by default all the switch port work in dynamic mode. But when you configure the VLAN concept, so here you can see on this particular port only belong to VLAN 10. This particular port only belong to VLAN 20. Same thing here, this port belong to VLAN 10 and this port belong to VLAN 20. That's why we run the command switch port mode switch port access, means we are converting this dynamic port into the access mode, because this particular port need to carry only a single VLAN data. So when we are configuring VLAN, you have to take extreme care for this thing. One is the access link and one is the trunk link. This is the access link which belong to a single VLAN. This one and this one. But if you think, means this particular link, this particular link need to carry the data both for VLAN 10 as well as VLAN 20. This also. So this particular link is known as trunk link. Okay, and this particular link which is carrying the single VLAN data, this particular link, this one and this one, these links are known as the access link. This link is known as the access link. I think it's clear. Just come to the whiteboard. Trunk link can carry single VLAN data. Oh no, wrong. I did such mistake. Just going to accept. access link can carry single VLAN data, and second one is the trunk link to carry multiple VLAN data. Clear? So that's why we run the command now. We go to the particular interface, whatever, fast Ethernet 0/2, and then we run the command switch port access VLAN, any VLAN that we want to configure there. That's why we run all this command. But what to do here is these all are the access links. Again I'm repeating, this one, okay, this simple, and this one. These all are the access link, and because they belong to a single VLAN. But this particular link need to carry the data VLAN 10 as well as VLAN 20 also, from here to here and from here to here. So we need to configure trunk link to this particular port. Otherwise you can see we are not able to ping here, because this particular link does not know about anything. It is working in the trunk mode. So basically trunk is normal word, actually it should be the tag mode. It should be the tag link. Why? Because when any of the data going from here to here or from here to here, it should be properly tagged now, that this particular frame belong to VLAN 10 or this particular frame belong to VLAN 20. Means every frame should be properly marked, every frame should be properly tagged. So for that purpose there is the frame tagging. There are mainly two protocols for the frame tagging. One is the ISL. ISL stands for inter switch link. That was the Cisco proprietary. And second one is the IEEE 802.1Q. Most commonly it is known as .1Q. Okay. So nowadays all the devices by default, either because this was the Cisco proprietary, so it can be configured only on the Cisco devices, but nowadays all the devices support .1Q protocol. Why I don't do anything. So how we can do that? Come to the switch, that is the fast Ethernet 0/1 port. So go to the configuration mode, interface, fast Ethernet 0/1. Here we need to run the command switch port mode. You can see here either access or dynamic is by default, and trunk. So this particular interface should be in the trunk mode, then it will be able to bring multiple VLAN data from one switch to another switch. Done. Same thing I need to repeat on this switch. Config, go to interface, fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port, mode, trunk. Done. Now check it, show running. Look here, it has been converted to the trunk mode, and this particular is working in the access mode. So now I think we should be able to ping now. Let's check it. Initially I was not able to ping. Could I able to ping? Yes, I am able to ping now. That was the main thing. So in this way we have resolved, because we have use a different IP series. I use some different networks. You can use the subnetting, you can use the VLSM here also, and so it break layer 3 broadcast domain, and with the help of VLAN concept we have break the layer 2 broadcast domain also. So but still you can see here I am not able to ping from 10 to 20 network. Ping 10, oh sorry, on the 10 network, no? You can verify that also on which particular. I think everybody know about the command IP config command. Yes, right now this machine IP is 10. To verify the IP of any machine, you can use the command IP config command to verify the IP and subnet mask. So still we are not able to ping into the 20 network. Ping 20.0.0.2 because switch cannot communicate in the different network. So in my next video I will explain more about the VLAN concept, like DTP, dynamic trunking protocol, because right now we have only 2 switch. We can easily do that we can create the same VLAN on this switch also. We need to create 2 VLAN on this switch also. But think about the network where we have the 100 of machines, 100 of switches connected here. So if we need to create some more VLAN on this switch, so means I need to create the same VLAN on this switch also, same VLAN on this switch also, same VLAN on this switch also. So for that purpose, in the next I will show you the dynamic trunking protocol and also inter VLAN routing also. Okay, thank you. Hope you enjoy this video and many others.